Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. In this video, you're going to learn about improving the mental health of cancer survivors. Now, before I start, give me a little like and a subscribe down below, and let me know in the comments what you're thinking about the videos. Love hearing what you guys say. I've been getting some interesting comments and some really personal comments from some subscribers that are just really they're heartfelt, and I really appreciate that so much. So please hit subscribe and let me know what you're thinking. Improving the mental health of cancer survivors, that's really the big thing about what Internal Architect is all about. It's been my goal and my passion to really help survivors in their need as a new survivor. There are so many challenges and so many obstacles, and the only way that you're going to be able to do that is to, one, face them on your own. And let me tell you, that has been a really difficult way to do it. Everything that I do, everything that I've done, I've had to do on my own. And that's why I've kind of created the channel and created the website and everything to help survivors get a step up on becoming okay in their skin and becoming okay with what they've been through. It's a difficult journey. Survivorship is not an easy path. And the only way that I've been able to find is by just jumping in head first. There's so many pieces and parts to this. There's so many physical issues that you have to deal with after cancer. You know, the chemotherapy destroys you physically, and the chemotherapy and the radiation, I mean, it makes you weak. So how do you go about doing that? It takes action, and it takes a new mentality to really start down this road by becoming dedicated, by taking small actions. Over time, you will start to build up all the losses that you had happen during treatment. It's going to take years, okay? It's going to take you a lot of time to get back into a place where you feel comfortable with yourself. And then there's the mental issues that come along with it. I mean, the fact that you just face your own mortality, you're able to beat cancer, and now what do you do next, you know? There hasn't been a lot of resources done out there to help survivors from the medical industry. And that is where my frustration really lies. And they admit it themselves. And this is what Internal Architect's all about, is just helping survivors get some resources and get some motivation into helping everything. The mental health side of it is really the biggest challenge. I have a subscriber that I've had some conversations with that are, it's heartbreaking because she's now a survivor. You know, her name is Lisa, and she is really battling everything that went on with her cancer. And, you know, she is scarred. She is scarred physically and emotionally. And it is important to acknowledge it when you are going through it. Lisa has done a very good job of expressing these and starting to share her story, but she's not 100% confident yet. Over time, it'll get easier for her. And the one thing that I recommend to her more than anything else is start taking a little bit of action to, you know, whether that's going for a 5-minute walk or going for, you know, just getting outside for a minute and just breathing fresh air, whatever it is. It's just every little thing that you do as a new survivor, especially if you're really beaten up and really damaged emotionally, is to take a little bit of discipline. And this is something that you do for yourself, and do something small and do something that will help you slowly gain a little bit of ground and a little bit of traction, because over time, all that will start to compound. All that action will start to compound, and it'll start to snowball, and it'll start to grow. And by, you know, it could take years. It could take the rest of your life. Depending on who you are and how you are able to deal with adversity, it's going to take, it could go really quick. It could take a lifetime. But as long as you have changed your mindset a little bit into disciplining yourself to taking just that small action, it will really make a big difference in the long run, and you will feel it over time. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. In fact, I would probably bet that survivorship has been one of the most difficult things that I have ever faced in my life. And I can probably assume, and I hate assuming things, that survivorship has been one of the most difficult things for a huge majority of you out there. And just trying to figure out how to face it and how to deal with it on a personal level. Here's the thing that you have to know, though. No one's going to judge you. And if they do, they don't need to be in your life. And two, it's all about you. You need to get yourself back into it and get yourself back into a fighting mindset, I like to say. Just compelling yourself to be excited about life. And no matter what the scars are, no matter what damage has happened to you, you are here. You are here and you are able to share your story, and that is what more survivors need. I'm going to be working on trying to get some interviews with survivors and that are really struggling, and I really hope I can get Lisa on there, because I think it's really important for people to know that there are others out there like her. And once this happens, it's that compounding effect. My goal for what I'm doing here is to be the most helpful cancer survivor in the world, and that's a pretty big chunk to bite off, but hell, I'm gonna do it. All right, I could keep rambling on, but thanks for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy and watching the videos, and I hope this will give you a little bit of motivation into the next little bit of what it takes to be a survivor, and understand that it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen at the finger snap either. It's a lifetime journey now. And you know what? It is one of the best journeys I've ever been on, one of the most enlightening, and I just thank you all for listening, and I'm glad to be here. So we'll see you guys on the next video.